When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
More to the air. And they can't make the connection on third down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Young. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here. Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The sure hands, it's Hamilton. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better.
Pick off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moore will throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Parker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He's going to take off. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Caught close to the marker, it's Moore. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moore to the air. Snagged out of the air. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Wants to go up top. Steps away to find some room. He's going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. Third and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is, a comeback could be in the cards. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. 1st down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down after that loss of yards play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. brother showing blitz. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense.
The extra point is blocked. So they take over with great starting field position, move it 36 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Baker. Pulls it in, it's Denmark. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Bears the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. That's caught. It's Hamilton. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Plows through the defense. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. To the air, it's Baker. Catch in the middle, it's Denmark. He's got it up. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We got a timeout here late in the
Please tell me somebody in here so they see that he playmaker.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Smith. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Wide open downfield. Got room at the 35. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely
throws for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 6 over TCU. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Moore to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Turning it on. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Hand off from the shotgun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Moore will throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Young.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Finds his man down the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not...
There he goes! Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Grab behind the line. It's Young. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
To the ground with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. This is a design run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
you know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
On the play. Offense facing
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Moore. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Moore to the air. Buys a little time with his feet. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Hunt is on its way. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on the offense. Coughs it up. He picks it up, still on his feet.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Young.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Just a little off. Incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. That's where they'll mark him down. But what a play there to pick up a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-on. Keeler. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Nifty run there. Pick up a 6 out to the 25.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Moore will throw. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Play action. Going to take a shot. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. A low line drive and not his best work. And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Baker. Pocket breaking down. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
On fourth down, going to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Parker. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Wants to throw. It's Baker. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The offense changing the play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Denmark. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Young. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. It is good. And the kick is good. And, guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Give to the running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
Moore to the air. If he runs this back, this game's over. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's 4th down.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
And he drops the curtain. Lights out. Game-winning field goal in overtime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.